Hello lovely people. Today I'm gonna try to build my dash center console properly. So in the very beginning, I didn't even want to make a video, I just wanted to make it as fast as possible because this, to be honest, like everything looks ugly, everything is dangling, and I need to kind of sort it out. So I do have like the center dash. The factory was something like this, and if you want to install a double din radio, you have to buy like a special trim that I really don't want because it costs like £100. So I thought I'm just gonna try to modify the original one. So for now, my plan is, because I have something like this, so the plan is from these, this is like 6 mil birch or something. I'm gonna build like a frame around it. Then I'm gonna put this one at the bottom here, just like that. I just need to somehow fit it in there. And I'm planning to put like 2 voltmeters right there. So one is gonna be for the main battery and one is gonna be for the lithium battery. And the whole idea is not to do anything perfect, but to have something like good enough. So I'm gonna build a frame. Then I'm just gonna put body filler all over the place, like all of these. And after everything, maybe trim or paint, not sure. So this was supposed to be like the volume knob for the factory head unit, but now I'll have to fill it in. The only thing from this, I have this button, which is like traction control. And to be honest, I had this car for 4 years. I never ever used this button, so I really don't need it. But yeah, the main thing now I'm thinking, because this trim is going to be fixed to this metal trim. So it has one bolt over here and a few broken bolts, but I'm going to put the thermal insert, so it's going to be fine. But the main thing is, so it's going to be 3 points there. I need to figure out how to fix it at the bottom as well. So I'm thinking now, here, this is going to be slightly lifted up, and I'm going to make like a wooden panel like this. And I'm thinking just literally screws through this. Wood screw 1, wood screw 2. If it's gonna be a black screw on a black trimmed piece of wood or plastic, it's not gonna be that visible. So it's gonna be 2 screws, but I don't know how to do it otherwise, because this is supposed to be like push-in clipped thingies and everything is broke. I don't have anything. So yeah, it's not gonna be pretty, but I think it's gonna be fine. So yeah, I have some of these. Now I have to build around it like this. So this one, because it's dangling loose, this I have to somehow connect to this plastic one. Everything is gonna be CA glue, and yeah, let's hope for the best. So the whole idea is something like this. So screen, then we have voltmeters and have the AC controls and everything else is just fill it up with wood and body filler. Now, I'm very bad at fabricating. I'm really bad at fabricating. So it's going to be a learning experience, same like it was with the A-pillars. And only with practice, you can get, hopefully, you can get a little bit better. So if you're planning to do something similar, just go for it. Why not? Okay, so for the bottom end, I made something like this out of the birch. It goes like this, which kind of follows the bottom, this one. And then this goes in just like that. Yeah, so something like that. I'll just need to pull it a bit out. Yeah, just like that, because then otherwise it's going to be very angled. But if I'm going to pull it up, then it's going to be more towards me like that. That's going to be perfect. So just need to glue this one and then make sure that I have these holes for screws. So instead of wood screws, I did manage to put them these thermal inserts, but I glued them in because there's no plastic to mold them in with heat. So I had to go just put it in and with super glue. Bolts, I have this, yay, focus. I have this pattern, so I just need to drill 2 holes. And then it's gonna be this mounted, yay! Okay, I have to admit that I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just playing like with Play-Doh or with Lego. It's just, we'll see how it's gonna go at the end. But, so, this gap is gonna be for these voltmeters, 2 of them. Not sure, need to decide where to put them. This screen is gonna go on like this basically. So the voltmeters will be visible. This is gonna be on the bottom. This side is gonna be covered with a screen. That is gonna be covered with a screen as well, which is great. I just need to fill this in a little bit. And yeah, so it's gonna be 2 bolts from here. And then the rest is gonna mount to this metal bracket here. And there's another actually I can I remove it? I think I can. If I'm gonna, there we go. So yeah, so you can see 1, 2, 3, and this one, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to mount to these two. And so far something like this. So yeah, it's not pretty, but it is functional. It is holding in place. Nothing is gonna fall off. So everything else I'll just need to fill in with body filler and just shape these edges somehow. Not sure how, just to make it a bit nicer. And yeah, but so far I kind of like how it looks like. Not sure if I'm gonna paint it or trim it or something, because I'm a very bad trimmer, and with paint is gonna be different than everything else. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. I think I have everything in place. So I have the voltmeters installed, kinda. I'm gonna remove this. There we go. So I have these 2 bolts that go through and go into the metal bracket in there with the rivnuts, and it's so solid. Nothing is moving, only this one. So this one I will need to somehow fix it from the back. So now I just need to remove this and body filler. Everything filled with body filler, all of these gaps, maybe a little bit more of wood, and everything filled with body filler, especially like around this edge very nicely, and around this edge very nicely. And then there's gonna be a lot of sanding, especially like shaping this corner. But yeah, I think it's gonna be cool. First big layer of body filler. Why I never wear gloves? What the hell is wrong with me? Anybody else do that? It's like, you know you're supposed to wear gloves, you know you're working with chemicals, but I never wear. I don't know why. So yeah, this is filled very nicely. I'm just gonna wait until it's gonna dry, and then it's gonna pop off. And then it's gonna be first sanding, because the top is going to be covered with a screen, so all of this edge doesn't really matter. What matters is like this side. So after first layer is going to dry, I'm going to put it in the car, and then I'm going to do these edges around it just to make sure it looks nicer. But even with this, just sand it. And I do have some fake Chinese Alcantara. Maybe I'm gonna try to trim it with that one, because it's kind of flat surface. There's no big massive curve, so we'll see how it's gonna go. But yeah, now it's gonna wait for dry and then some sanding. Okay, first layer. So the screws are hidden. All the top is basically hidden, so even if it's messed up you cannot see anything. This one, I need to remove this corner on the other side as well, because it's a bit boxy, and fill up here around the corners. But then, yeah, it looks nice. Just second layer, fill in these, and man, I like it. I like it so far, especially like this one. This is fine. Just this corner and that corner as well. Tidy up a little bit, all of that, and yeah, I like it. Okay, it looks like a smiley face with eyes. So I have 2 or 3 layers of body filler. Everything is sanded on 320. So now I just found some imperfections like that, just to fill up these little, come on, focus. Yeah, just to fill up these little nicks and stuff. And man, I don't know if I should try to paint it with like a spray paint or wrap it, because now I'm a little bit scared, because if I'm gonna do something similar like what I did with the A-pillars, when I tried to wrap it and then I had glue residue all over the place and it was a pain to take it off. So I don't know, should I risk it or should I just try to spray paint and just hope for the best? Because black, everything is black, maybe just black spray paint? I don't know. I need to think about it. Okay, so I guess that's it. Now we're gonna find out. So I have a whole roll of this, which is similar to like Alcantara fake, and it's very, very cheap. It's like 20 pounds for this whole roll. It's like 5 meters or something. And it's supposed to be stretchy and everything. It looks like the thing, but we'll see. If it's gonna hold, it's gonna hold. If not, I'm not too worried. Just playing around. So I'm gonna try and see if it melts from the heat gun or not. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap it and see what happens. If something is gonna go wrong, just gonna probably just peel it off and try painting or something. Wish me luck. Okay, guys, this material, it's unreal. Like, I never imagined that it's gonna be so easy. Look, it's all good. The only thing is like this corner because it's very, very sharp. So I just need to cut it out, cut off the buttons. But this, super soft, it kind of stretchy. And this glue is like fly paper. It's so sticky and tacky. Like I was thinking I'll need to use like super glue here on the edges or something. Nope. It just sticks like crazy. Man, it looks so good. I just need to cut out the buttons and man, look at this. First try. I'm so happy. Okay, guys, I don't know when was the last time I was so happy. Just look at this. It looks amazing. Man, I would never have imagined that I could have done something like this in 6-7 hours because I started in the morning. Excuse me for the glare. It's kind of evening, sun's shining. I started in the morning and there we go. In the afternoon, everything is ready. So I have these two screws that are hidden behind the screen, so you cannot see them, which is great. This button, I don't use it at all. It's just gonna stay there. I don't mind. And everything is fine. So look, I'm gonna turn ignition on. There we go. I have main battery, 12 volts. Everything working. This is working. Like, whew, the only thing is these two screws, but they're black. It's fine. But this is super rigid. It's not gonna rattle. Nothing is loose because I had this squeaking all the time. Now nothing because it's squeezed in so good that it's kind of very, very tight. I'll just need to hook this up to the lithium in the back so I can see the lithium battery. What else? This material. Man, I'm gonna post a link in the video description so you can try it by yourselves. It is from AliExpress. It looks good. Now you're gonna say, it's fake, it's not gonna last, it's gonna fade in the sun, or I don't care. This sheet of material is like 2 pounds. I don't care. I'm gonna redo it. This car is not gonna last that long. But man, now I want to retrim something else, like maybe this, because this you can see all of this is scratched and this is scratched. I might redo these panels because why not? So, as always, I'm critical of my work, and obviously, probably from far away, you're not going to see that. But when you're doing everything very, very up close, you see every little detail. So, the stuff that is wrong. If we're going to go here, see these corners? Yeah. These corners, I cannot stretch the corners, so I don't know. So, 1 and 2. Everything else is hidden because these are kind of flush mount. And this, if you have a look at this, so this kind of goes like it's supposed to. And for this one, I don't know how, it's a bit bulging and it kind of goes into this one. So yeah, that's one thing. It's not a deal breaker, but because this car is full of gaps, everything is gaps. These panels are barely holding in place. But in general, like, man, it's so cool. I'm super hyped. I'm super excited. I'm gonna use this material much more often in whatever I'm gonna do else. And that's it. It was a cool half-a-day project. As I mentioned, 6-7 hours and everything is done. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.